Alright, so this is the harsh truth production. So why is it some people work out, go gym consistently but are still fat, okay? Or still overweight, right? Okay. The answer is it all depends on, like, first of all, what are they doing outside the gym? So it can be just like simply not tracking the nutrition, basically just maybe eating a crazy amount of calories. Maybe there's not a lot of movement in their day, so they're just basically sedentary most of the time. So either that you've got no idea how much you're eating, you're not really focused on the protein because you're not tracking, so you don't know how much protein you're eating, how many calories you're eating. Okay, so therefore you could be just like eating 5,000-6,000 calories a day, mainly carbs. You know what I'm saying? So that's awful. From that point of view, I mean, no amount of working out is gonna offset that, man. Like there's no kind of like level of training that's gonna offset that at the end of the day. And then, like I'm saying, no movement outside, so like no walking, mainly a lot of sitting. So obviously you can build muscle which speeds your metabolism up, but there's a limit to how much muscle you can build without like steroids, okay? And even if you was to take steroids, I know of a lot of people who are on steroids who are still overweight, because at the end of the day it's very simple. It's just calories in versus out. You know, you can't really get away from that law of thermodynamics. So you have to then look at what you're doing in terms of the little things like your activity, which doesn't come from like exercise per se. So this is just stuff like walking 10 minutes after meals, standing more often than sitting. I'm not saying this is you got to be hyperactive all the time, but if you're super sedentary the rest of the time and you're not paying attention to what you're eating, you know, it's going to be disheartening because you're going to the gym but you're not seeing the results. So if you want the full picture, you need to be doing this other stuff outside the gym. It can't just be like, oh, my fitness exists in the gym only. It's not going to work that way, guys. Sorry to tell you that. You're going to have to like walk, you're going to have to drink enough water so you're not eating when you're bored, and you're going to have to track the calories, because at the end of the day, if you're tracking, you know where kind of those borders are, and you know you're at least getting a gram of protein per pound of body weight. So you're keeping your muscle. Right, peace out.